The energy pendulum. Let us first summarize what we have learned in the first three videos. In the first video, we saw the 7 planes of consciousness. The first plane of consciousness is physical, which is body, food, and clothes. The second plane of consciousness is pleasure. Third plane is respect. Fourth is family. Fifth is creation. Sixth is healing, and seventh is love. In the second video, we understood the concept of 4 energies. When a person operates in the first and second plane of consciousness, which is pleasure and body, they are driven by black energy, which leads to inertia and helplessness. When they're driven by the third and fourth plane, which is family and respect, they're driven by gray energy, which leads to hyperaction. When they're driven by fifth and sixth plane, which is healing and creation, they're driven by white energy, which is happiness. And when driven by seventh plane, which is golden, they're driven by bliss. In the third video, we saw that there are 2 paths. When a person is driven by the golden and white energy, that is the path of light. And when a person is driven by gray and black energy, that is the path of darkness. There are 3 ways to exist in the energy matrix. The first way is the middle way, which is the path of balance. When a person lives in the middle, he's balanced towards the physical plane, the pleasure plane, respect, family, creation, healing, and love. This is the path of light, either white light or golden light. When a person focuses too much on body, food, pleasure, money, power, fame, family, or creation, that is the unbalanced way of gray energy, which leads to hyperaction. When a person focuses too little on body, food, pleasure, family, money, creation, that is the path of black energy or inertia. Let us further understand what does the balanced way means. As we saw in the energy matrix, there are 3 ways to live. One is the middle, which is the balanced way. When a person is in the balance in the first plane, he's balanced towards all things physical. That is their body, their attitude towards food, their attitude towards clothes, and their home. When a person is balanced in the second plane of consciousness, that is pleasure, they're balanced towards their attitude towards leisure, fun, games, entertainment, alcohol, sex, and drugs. When a person is balanced in the third plane of consciousness, that is respect, they're balanced towards money, power, and fame, and even balanced towards people who have money, power, and fame. When a person is balanced in the fourth plane of consciousness, that is family, they have a balanced attitude towards their belief system, which are imposed by their tribe. That tribe could be their family, their friends, their nation, or their soul group. Balance in the fifth plane of consciousness, that is creation, means they have a balanced attitude towards their craft. That craft could be art, or a music, or innovation, or entrepreneurship. Balance in the sixth plane of consciousness, that is healing, means they have a balanced attitude towards healing. They are balanced between intuition and being between practical. Balance in the seventh plane, love, means that you have reached there and there is no imbalance left. Once you are in the seventh plane, all things merge and everything becomes balanced. Let us understand the unbalanced way of gray energy. Remember, we said gray energy leads to hyperaction. So the question is, why do people become hyperactive? When they focus too much on the physical plane, that is body, food, clothes, house, car, etc., they become imbalanced. These people focus too much on the pleasure plane, that is leisure, fun, games, alcohol, sex, and drugs. They focus too much on the respect plane, that is money, power, and fame. These people also focus too much on their family, tribe, friends, and soul groups. If they are in creation, they focus too much on their craft, maybe art, music, innovation, or entrepreneurship. They focus too much on healing by being in constant trance. Unconditional love is not an option for them. There is no opportunity to reach on the seventh plane. So the question is, who are these people in society today? Society today celebrates such people as CEOs, entertainers, music legends. And where are these people in the society? Which groups? Most of them are in corporations, or in sports teams, or in movies, or in media. Let us further understand the unbalanced way of black energy. Remember, we said black energy leads to lethargy and inertia. So what happens to such people? These people have no focus towards the body, towards food, towards their house or their clothes. They have no focus on fun and pleasure. They abstain from everything. No alcohol, no drugs, no sex, nothing. They abstain even from money. They have no focus on money or power or fame. They even cannot focus on their family or their friends or their tribe. They cannot create. There is no art or music or innovation in their life. They cannot even heal themselves. They get disconnected from the spirit world. And there is no self-love in these people. So who are these people? Yes, these people are the organized religion, represented in the last 2000 years by the monks, the pandits, the rabbis, and the Maulavis. So how did humanity go in the last 2000 years from organized religion, which was the most dominant force in the last 2000 years, to today's most dominant force, which is corporations, which are led by the most demonic forces? How did we go from here to here? The answer lies in the cycles of time on Earth. Let's understand the Earth's energy flow on a linear scale. Like a human being, Earth's energy goes up and down. It ebbs and flows. There are 4 energy zones, as we may say. The first is the golden energy zone. The second is white. The third is gray. The fourth is black. And then further, Earth comes back into these 4 energy cycles. The golden age lasts for 4800 years. It started in 11500 BC. The white lasts for 3600 years. The grey lasts for 2400 years. And the black lasts for 1200 years. And then it cycles back again. The last black cycle started in 500 AD, ended in 1900 AD. And now we are in the grey cycle. In the grey cycle today, the biggest civilizations of these times are American, the Russians, and the Chinese. In the last cycle, which was the black of 2400 years, which was from 700 BC to 1900 AD, the 2 big empires were the English and the Spanish, supported by the Roman Catholic Church. Before that, in the grey cycle, were the Romans. And before that, in the white cycle, were the Egyptians and the Greeks. And in the golden cycle were the Sumerians and the Indus civilizations. So in the black cycle, people move towards the left side of the pendulum. In the grey, people move towards the right side of the pendulum. In the white cycle, people stay in the middle. And in the golden cycle, people stay mostly in the golden state. So Earth goes through different time cycles, and there's a natural energy flow of Earth. Let us understand the cycles of time in a circular scale. So as we saw, there are 4 time cycles. The 4 time cycles are golden, white, grey and black. The golden cycle lasts for 4800 years. The white cycle lasts for 3600 years. The grey cycle lasts for 2400 years, and the black lasts for 1200 years. And then it cycles back. 1200 years of black, 2400 years of grey, 3600 years of white, and 4800 years of golden. The last black cycle started from 700 BC, ended in 1900 AD, and now we are in the grey cycle. And this grey cycle is symbolized by the American civilization. The last black cycle, which was from 700 to 1900 AD, was symbolized by the Roman Catholic Church. The grey cycle before was symbolized by the Romans, and the white cycle was symbolized by the Greeks, and the golden cycle is symbolized by the Sumerians and the Indus Valley civilization. We are now in the grey, which will end in 4300 AD. Let us summarize this lesson. As we saw, Earth's energy goes through different time cycles, from grey to white to black and back. Right now, the Earth's energy is in the grey zone, the energy of hyperaction. And the corporations are the biggest reason of this hyperaction. Before that, the Earth's energy was in the black zone, which is of inertia. So can a person live in balance in a situation where the whole Earth is symbolizing imbalance? The answer is yes. Just by sheer awareness, if we understand that we are overall in an imbalanced place, and we can live a balance with food, with pleasure, with respect via money, power, fame, with family, with creation, with healing and love. Just by awareness and practice, one can live in the balance.